Number of roots of quadratic equations. So in this lecture, how to find roots and what how to differentiate between real root and a complex root. So the basic equation of quadratic equation is x equals to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac whole divided by 2a. So the value depends on this, that the given value is real roots, having real roots, or a one real root or a complex root. So the value depends on this under root it is, that is b square minus 4ac. So the value, this is known as discriminant. Okay, when the value of discriminant is equals to 0, so one real root only. When it is greater than 0, okay, this value is greater than 0, so two real roots. And when this value is less than 0, so there is a complex solution. So this is a general elaboration. Now moving towards the lectures. So the real roots of a quadratic equation. For example, if a function fx is a function and fx equals to 0, the roots of fx, how to calculate? The standard form of equation is ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. And if the quadratic equation is, this is my standard form, and the quadratic equation is this one. Okay, these are the two values. Now, first equation given is x square plus 2x minus 8 equals to 0. So this is ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. So what is the value of a? A equals to 1, b equals to 2, and c equals to minus 8. Now putting the value of, so first is minus b, so it is minus 2 plus minus b square is 2 square minus 4, a is 1, and c is minus 8 divided by 2a. So the value is x equals to 2 or x equals to minus 4. So two real and distinct roots. Okay, now in second case, x square plus 6x plus 9. So again putting the value and two equal roots, x equals to 3 and x equals to 3. So there is a two equal roots. Okay, in this case. And the third case, x square plus 2x plus 6 equals to 0, and there is a iota sign in under root. So no solution will, no real solution. So there, from this, we elaborate that we have given three different type of equations. The answer or the solution of first equation is two distinct real roots, and the second one is two equal real roots, okay, and no real roots. So how to elaborate it or how to do it, let's say. Now, the part of the quadratic equation underneath the square root is known as discriminant. So the value is x equals to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac whole divided by 2a. So the part of quadratic formula beneath this, that is the under root sign, is the discriminant. So b square minus 4ac is known as discriminant. Okay, now discriminant tells about the uh, solutions type or the roots of nature of root. So the discriminant tells about the nature of root. If b square minus 4ac is equals to 0, when equals to 0, two equal and real parts, or one repeated real root. Okay, in case when this value b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, two distinct real roots are we find, and when this is less than 0, no real roots are found. So these are the previous equations in previous part. This is the two distinct real roots. Okay, two distinct real roots. This means that b square minus 4ac is greater than 0 when two equal real parts, so b square minus 4ac is equals to 0, and in third case when there is no root, so b square minus 4ac is less than 0. Okay, now move forward. There's a connection between the roots of quadratic equation and their shape or a graph. Okay, when discriminant is greater than 0, so two real and distinct parts, the curve cuts the x-axis at two distinct points. So in this case a is greater than 0. For example, we have two equations that x equals to 2 and x equals to minus 3. So this is the case when a is greater than 0. What is the value of a? Ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. The value of a, this the coefficient of x square is the value of a when a is greater than 0. So the graph is this one, and when a is less than 0, so the graph is the inverse of a is greater than 0. Okay, now when equals to 0, so the point touches this, the peak point touches to x-axis, so there's a coincident point. So when a is greater than 0, same. So a is greater than 0, so it touches, and the upper value of a is greater than 0 is found. This is the graph, and in the inverse of the a is greater than 0, the inverse of this is the a is less than 0. Okay, in case of no real roots, so there is a gap or a difference between the peak point and the x-axis point. So in case of x is less than 0, no real roots are found, and the graph is of this type. So elaborating all, when there is a two distinct and real points, the values must be this one or this one depending on the value of a. Okay, in case these are the values, in case when real, so this must be touches, the peak point touches the x-axis, or this one, this must touch at this point. When it is no real root, so there must be a difference, this difference between the peak point and between the x-axis line. So this must be a difference between the peak point and the x-axis line. Now find the value of k for the given equation. So it must be 4x square plus kx plus 1 equals to 0. And it also states that both has the two equal roots. When there is two equal roots, so b square minus 4ac equals to 0. So what is the value? How to find the value of b, a, and c? We know that the standard equation is ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. So a is 4, b is k, and c is 1. So putting the value b k square minus 4 into 1 equals to 0. So k square minus 16 equals to 0. So k square equals to 16. So k equals to plus minus 4. So it must be k equals to 4 or k equals to minus 4. This is the value of the k. Okay. Now, in second equation, on second part, the x square minus 5x plus 9 equals to k into 5 minus x. Both has two equal roots. Okay, so first to make a equation, so x square minus 5x plus 9 equals to k into 5 minus x. So x square minus 5x plus 9 equals to 5k minus 5x. So this must be now. So it's kx, not 5x, it's kx. So x square minus 5x plus 9 minus 5k plus kx equals to 0. Now putting the x square, now two values of x, this one and this one. So it must be plus k minus 5 into x plus 9 minus 5k equals to 0. Now this is the value of a. Okay, a is 1. This is the value of b ax square plus bx, and this is the value of c. So discriminant is b square minus 4ac is equals to 0. So the value of b is k minus 5. So it must be k minus 5 whole square minus 4. The value of a is 1 and c is 9 minus 5k. So after doing that, it must be k square plus 25 minus 10k. So it must be minus 36 plus 20k equals to 0. After elaborating, it must be k square plus this must be k square plus 10k minus 11 equals to 0. So it must be k plus 1 factors are, and k minus 1 equals to 0. So the value of k is k equals to minus 11 and k equals to 1. So these are the two values of k. Now moving at the last question of the lecture. So kx square minus 2kx plus 8 has a two distinct points. When two distinct points, so first b square minus 4ac is greater than 0. So just putting the value of what is minus 2k, it's k and this, so it must be minus 2 whole square minus 4 k, a is k and c is 8. So it must be 4k square minus 32k equals to 0, putting 4k as a common. So k minus 8 equals to 0. Okay, so it must be k equals to 0 and k equals to 8. So the value is k is greater than 8 or k is less than 0. So these are the described k is greater than 8, and the second value is, because this is my mean value, this is the increasing slope and this is a decreasing slope always. So the greater value must be written here and the negative, and the standard graph of when they are distinct. So this is the standard graph to represent the when the roots are two distinct roots. So this is, and from this lecture, hope you understand each and everything. Goodbye.